Hey everyone, BrickLover18 here today, and today it is a moving vlog. We are actually getting ready to move all of this Lego room, which doesn't even look like my Lego room anymore. We are ready to move it to Toronto. Hey everyone, welcome back to part number 2 of the Between the Bricks series, where I'm taking you between the bricks of the move to my Lego studio. In part 1, you would have seen me packing up my Lego collection. That video was pretty self-explanatory. There wasn't a ton of behind the scenes because everything I was thinking and everything I was doing was being filmed in that video. I pretty much showed it all on camera. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the actual process of going through and packing up my Lego collection into the trailer and moving it here to Toronto. That video, when I made that at the time, there was a lot left out of it, and that's what today's video is really going to dissect. This one's much more of a behind the scenes video, so let's just get right into it and start rolling the clips. Tonight's goal is packing everything in the trailer into the moving truck so we can get it going. It's looking good, like everything's boxed up, but I'm just really nervous because I don't know how some things are going to go, like this box of just Lego bins and a bunch of just random bags of stuff here. Anything in this closet. Like, I just don't know. I don't know how we're going to transport it. I just don't know, but we're going to figure it out because we have to, because we're moving first thing tomorrow. Woohoo! So I'm back. We're out here trying to fill up the U-Haul trailer. I'll just quickly show how big this one is. Very big. But this is what's going on. This is what it looks like. I'm piling everything in. There's still a little more in the Lego room to bring out. But so far, so good. And I'll keep you updated. Still have one bookcase to go in and this table here. But we can make all this fit, absolutely no problem. Hello, we're back. It's even later in the night. It is, time's running out. It's getting cold. The mosquitoes are out. But look at how much I've done. Like, this is all pretty much empty now. I just got to put a couple things in here. We have to fit one more bookshelf. Figure out where these boxes are going and this thing. And this trailer is jam-packed. Like, holy. We even got stuff back here. And then, even more stuff is back here. Well, everyone, this here it's it. The Lego room is fully packed up and is ready to go. It's really insane to see this room empty. Can you imagine, like, this is what the wall color looks like? I honestly forgot. Wow, it's really sad to leave this room. It's pretty big, but pretty cool. What you saw there was all the packing footage from the day of April 30th, 2019. I got everything out of my Lego room and I got everything into the trailer. It was honestly a really smooth process. My dad was, I believe, supposed to be home, but ended up getting called to work or something like that. For whatever reason, he was out all night and he couldn't help us pack it up. My mom and I, she was a huge help. We carried everything out, multiple trips. It was funny, that night we were carrying stuff out. I had just gone back into the Lego room to get another pile. My mom had taken the Ferris wheel or something like that, a huge set. And I'm walking in and all of a sudden I hear a smash. It sounded like glass. And I was like, oh my God, my Ferris wheel. Or no, it was the carousel because it was so big. And I go out and I was expecting to see my carousel all over the sidewalk, but no, it was actually a car accident in front of our house. The carousel was fine. The car wasn't, but that was a fun fact the night before. But other than that, like, the whole process went so smooth. We got everything out, no problem, and we were ready to go for the next day. It was actually this day that everything was chaotic, everything got a little messed up, and this is where the real behind-the-scenes tea kind of starts. Hey everyone, we're back. Today is moving day, and honestly, we're off to a rough start here. As you can see, it's quite a bit later in the day than, it's about 8:30 right now. We wanted to already be on the road, but for some personal reasons, we had to delay our departure a bit, and we should be leaving very soon. Right away on this day, everything got screwed up. My dog was really sick in the morning, so when we were supposed to leave at like 6 or 7, we couldn't leave until 9 a.m. because we had to take the dog to the vet. And I'm certainly not complaining whatsoever, but it did really delay our day and kind of screwed up our plans. By the time we got to Toronto, it was probably already noon or like 12:30, 1 o'clock, which obviously half the day is pretty much gone at that point. So it's pretty crazy. And we're like, oh no, we have stuff to do. We get here, the building managers instantly pulled us aside. Security was like, what are you doing? And we're like, oh, we're moving in. And they're like, you didn't book an elevator. We got in trouble for not booking an elevator. They didn't tell me I had to. So I didn't know that. I've never lived in a condo before. So we got in a lot of trouble that way. We had to get an elevator. We had to change our parking spots because the parking authority was coming. It was such a mess that moving day. By the time we finally got everything situated, we finally got security to help us inside and all that good stuff. We just basically had to get all the Lego up here as fast as possible. It was pouring rain outside. We just had to move all the boxes. It was just my dad and I, and it was such a pain in the butt because we were loading the elevator. One of us was taking it up, pulling everything in here, hoping nothing got stolen, going back down. The other person would have a bunch of stuff from the trailer. One person always had to be on the ground floor because it was just the two of us and we didn't want anyone to walk by and take away some bins when we were, had our Lego collection kind of out there exposed. It was absolutely chaotic. By the time I finally got everything up here and realized, oh my god, it's been all day and I haven't filmed any footage, I took a little footage here and you'll see. Oh my god, look at how much stuff we've been bringing in. I haven't been filming much because we've been busy and I don't want to distract from what the actual task is. Holy crap. This is what it looks like. Honestly, I packed like this to go on vacation, so I shouldn't assume my Lego room would be any different. Holy. Everything was in here at that time, which was great, but then we had to go to IKEA and get furniture. I ordered, I think, $800 or $900 of IKEA furniture. My dad and I had to go 45 minutes to the other end of Toronto to pick it up. We picked up this furniture, and then, of course, we had a brilliant idea to go for a sushi dinner. All-you-can-eat sushi, which is the perfect fast snack to get when you're trying to move. So we had our nice dinner, which was honestly, I'm really glad we went. It was a lot of fun. But then we got back from IKEA. We got to my studio, and it's like 8 o'clock. A mess. We had basically we got everything moved. Like, that was a huge plus. We got everything moved. We got all the furniture upstairs here. But then my dad's like, okay, unless I'm going to stay the night, when she didn't really want to, he was like, I have to go home now. So we were like, okay. So I built one bookshelf with him. We got kind of everything in place. He took a bunch of the bins, so I had to empty like sets randomly because I wanted him to take some of the reusable bins home because I didn't want to store them up here. And he ended up driving home. Hey everybody, we are back. It is so much later in the day than when I filmed the last clip. I'm really sorry, but it's just been a really chaotic day. I've been with my dad. We've been like bonding and moving things, and it's just been a lot. I haven't had time to film the camera. We were on a timeline. I'm sorry it wasn't as exciting as I wanted it to be. I wanted to have like a time lapse of all this stuff coming in the room, but it just wasn't possible with the time constraint and with how much stuff. It took us about 2 hours to move all this stuff upstairs, and we had to like put an elevator in service. We did get 2 of the bookcases built. One came from home and one is brand new. As you can see, lots of stuff. 4 more to build. 2 more are gonna go right over here along this wall, and then 3 more in the studio over here. So the last clip I showed you, it was a disaster. So far I've got the PappyMac storage containers in, all the other containers that will have parts in them. Over here is where my building table is going to go. I have to get it set up. And then over here I put a smaller bookshelf with my TV. You all know I love to watch NCIS when I'm in here. And I have all the movies there. And I'm going to fill this probably with books and magazines and fun stuff like that. You can kind of see my view outside. I don't really care about the view. I'm here for the Lego room. Here's my city table. It is so big, and it's actually got an extension that's going to go on the end here as well. But of course, it's all full of pieces right now, and I'm trying to, sort. I bought a new chair. 2 new tables. This black one's for filming. This white one is for my building table. Really cool. If you saw my Instagram, I spent a ton of money at IKEA. I'm actually it sucks, but I'm really excited, and I've been doing quite a bit more work. I did get all the bookshelves finished, all 3, and then that one that was already done back there. I also got this shelf finished here. I have 2 of them, and I opened one of them up and built it. It was a pain in the butt, so that's why I didn't build the second one. I also built my table and got the chair ready. Everything's all here, and over here I did clear myself a path so I can go over here some more and take a look, at the rest of the room. This is what I'm going to tackle tomorrow night after work. Come in for a few hours and do a lot more. I'm really happy with the progress. Overall, this day was super, super chaotic because I didn't get a lot of footage filmed. It was a lot of behind-the-scenes tea that you never would have seen in the video that I've been showing here, the clips that I've cut down. Because in that day, I was just like, yeah, here's what's going on, and I tried to fill it with some other things. So once we kind of got everything situated, I was left with the furniture. I was really sad that night because I felt like I had just moved out of my childhood home. And even though I kind of did that 2 years ago, this was like real. Like now my Lego collection was not there. So it was just really, really intense. So I was pretty sad. Pretty nostalgic trying to get everything put away in here and stuff like that. It was a pretty crazy feeling. But I ended up working away, and I worked well into the night. And throughout the next few days, I began working a lot more, and I'll show you all that clips now. All right, and this is what it looks like now. I've finished building the 3 bookcases. This is like my set here. And I'm gonna start putting these shelves in as well. These ones don't matter. These are, well, they matter a lot actually, but these are just kind of whatever sets go on them is okay. But these ones I have to be very careful with what sets I put on it, just because it is my set and I want only certain sets to be on frame and stuff like that. Hey everyone, we're back after a couple hours again of a break. I actually left and returned and have done so much more tonight. As you can see, I did get part of the studio set up. Took a little innovating there to get the bar to stay, but I have the white seamless going down and a couple of the lights on the microphone pole. Of course, there's lots more readjustments there. Over here, I've started putting sets on the film studio. I've been breaking down some cardboard boxes, and that is because I've been actually emptying them out onto the shelf. When I move on to the other side, the other room, as you can see, I've started to do nothing here. Got some shelves there. All the city stuff and all of the sets on display are still on display and on the table and stuff like that. Alright, we're back now to where I can actually speak. As you can see, I got lots of the room put away when I was under the weather. All of these things, all of these shelves, they look awesome. They're not fully finished yet. I do have several boxes over here of things that are still to go on the shelves, but a lot of them are mixed with city things. They're random themes, and I want to get the city more put together before I finish putting just these very few boxes away. As you can see, there are not many. I have some more Lego, of course, to sort. Posters still have to be hung up. Over here, I still have to go through all my instruction manuals and put them in here. But for the most part, getting things out of the way so I can actually start to build here. I can now start to set up the city with just the city stuff over here. And most importantly, I can start to make videos. Over in the new space, which I spent the last few hours working on, it is fully set up. So it looks awesome. As you can see, I've got camera 1 set up here, camera 2 set up here, all of these brand new lights, which I'm really excited about. I've been wanting new lights for a really long time, and I finally got them. I've got my table here, my chair here, coming around. You can see the camera is ready, the monitor is set up. We can film what's going on here, and the set does look pretty good, I would have to say so myself. I've did a lot of rearranging just to kind of get everything in the proper positioning. Did a bunch of moving around, but I'm so happy with how this looks. And I step out over here. There's another filming station. This one is for the white backdrop. I just have to turn these lights on manually. And there we have it, a fully white backdrop as well. Can't wait to film videos on this. It just looks really cool. I'm really excited about that. Still have some garbage to take downstairs. And I've also got everything over here. This is my love looking at this shelf. It is the shelf of all the sets that I still have to build. Lots of cool things here. Can't wait to, deep dive into opening up some poly bags, like different sets. Lots of great footage, lots of great videos I can make with that. This new space is looking pretty incredible. I can't wait to build here. I even organized all these parts. Well, this one's not. This one got messed up and moving. But I organized all these parts. They're now exactly where I want them. So now we got to the end of all those clips. You really can see what my Lego room was looking like by the time we got here. Throughout those clips, I got strep throat, so I wasn't able to film a few days. That's why there was a lot of just clips with audio, or like music and stuff like that randomly. You're probably like, that's odd. I was sick. I literally could not speak. You wouldn't have been able to understand me even if I tried. I finally got over my sickness and was able to film the last part of the video. It took me about a week, I would say, to put together this Lego room, which honestly wasn't too bad because I wanted to get started and filming videos right away, which was really, really exciting. Once I got everything done, you'll be able to see throughout this room how different everything really looks now. But obviously this was 2 years ago, so I had way less furniture, way less sets and stuff like that. But just looking around, looking at those clips, I was like watching this footage and I was like, wow, so much has changed since we filmed that, since I did that move and filmed that video. So it was pretty crazy to see, and I actually think I want to take all that footage and really go through it and watch it here and just see and compare and contrast how different the room was from when I first moved in, like my first room tour, versus where it is right now, because it has changed tremendously. This video was a lot of fun to do. It was so much fun to kind of go back and watch the behind the scenes of moving, and it brought back a lot of good moving memories because it was a fun day and my dad and I had a good time together, and it was just so nostalgic to look back and see where I was 2 years ago versus where I am now here in the same studio 2 years later. It was a lot of fun, and I really hope you enjoyed this series and watching this behind the scenes and getting a little bit more glimpse. I was making these videos because I realized, yeah, they're on my channel. You could watch the full things in their entirety, but so many of my subscribers weren't not here in 2019. I doubled my subscribers since I moved into the studio, so I wanted to be able to refresh these videos for those subscribers here. But anyway, thank you so much everybody for watching this journey, following along, unpacking up my Lego room. It's been quite a lot of fun, but I'm happy it's over. It was a lot of fun to do it during the time, but I'm excited to actually be able to use the space now just like I intended. So thanks for watching everybody. I hope you enjoyed these videos. Don't forget to subscribe. I've got lots of great footage, lots of great videos coming very, very soon. Thanks for watching and have a great day.